Alright, so in the mail today, good stuff has happened. By the way, this is your host, CharlieBoy, the host with the most, all kinds of good stuff. And let's take a look and see what's in this lovely box, oh man. Because I made an order to Amazon the other day to pick up one of this box, the Nvidia Shield tablet. Oh yes, I love that glare from the light. Anyway, yes, the Nvidia Shield tablet. Move my pills out of the way. We're going to do a quick unboxing on this here, see what it's all about. This is the 16 gigabyte version, the first official one. The 32 gigabyte will come later, but I don't need LTE, and I think I can survive without having, 32 gigabytes worth of space. So on the side of the box, it does give you lovely little specs here. A Tegra 1 K1 mobile processor, 192 cores, Kepler 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigabyte plus micro SD, and it's a 5 megapixel camera front and back. All the other lovely fixins in here. Of course, all the rest of this lovely little information here. Some of that there. French, English. Where's English? Yes, add a console grade controller. Oh yeah. Apparently they want me to order the controller here, but we will do that much later. Do a little bit of unboxing here, shall we? Let's take it a little bit slowly here. Take my little box cutter knife, cut a bit of tape here, and cut a bit of tape here. We're gonna slide it on out. Ooh, a little pretty plastic. So I toss all the cables and chargers aside. Alright, so here is the lovely little tablet here. I'll pull this out. In the box we have a micro USB cable, a couple of cables, and the charger itself. It's a little Nvidia logo, but of course looks like it comes with a couple out-of-country style plugs that I will find here. Let's see, that slips right into here. Pretty well, probably. Yep. Nice and dandy. So there's that. Almost dropped it right on top of the Nvidia Shield. Little instruction manual for all the safety information. We don't care about safety. Who gives a shit about safety? And that's it in the box. Wow. Alright. Keep it simple, stupid. We'll take this, close this down here. So the box, not too much to it. Peel off the plastic. And slip you right out of the tablet. Nice little display. 8-inch tablet. We got speakers on left and right. I believe this is the power button here. We'll turn this bad boy on. Ooh, Nvidia, powered by Android. Now I'm not too sure if the camera's going to do it any justice, but this screen is actually pretty clean as it gets through the power-up sections. We got the power on button, a volume rocker, micro SD card slot. I'm assuming this is where the SIM card would have gone. On the bottom, a couple of speakers here. On the left and right, let's see, on this side, HDMI and a mini USB port headphone slot. Bottom, another speaker vent output. Of course, that's the front-facing camera here. Let's see, let's get into this here. It hurts when IP. Pretty fly for Wi-Fi. These people have the most original setups here. Let me get my password in here. Connect. So, get an IP address. Yep. Do it again. Done. Yep. Hit the OK button and we're signing in. Looks like it's running a pretty standard basic Google Android. So it looks like it might just be a plain old front end. I agree. You know, all these buttons I don't pay attention to. Next, 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 next. Shield done. Yep, okay. And there you have it. Okay, touch the circle. Yep. Not much lag here. It's actually pretty quick.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? CharlieBoy here, doing a initial review of the Nvidia Shield tablet. It is a beautiful thing. 8-inch screen. Comes at a resolution of 1920 by 1200. So it is a very big set of real estate screen resolution wise, which is also the reason why it doesn't fit in my 16 by 9 display that I have set up for my stream, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. That gives me more space for my face, this beautiful face here. As you can see, it does move pretty fluidly, quickly. 5 little home screens here. Even though it's a tablet, it is designed to be a gaming tablet. It is also designed to have the controller purchased with it, but I have not purchased the controller because it's $60. Also, Amazon does not have it on Prime. I managed to pick this one up on Amazon Prime because it was there and then it wasn't. They had like 3 and I managed to get 1 of them, so that was pretty cool. But as you can see, it moves pretty fluidly. Not too bad between frames and all that. Doesn't skip too much, so. But the big question is, how badass is it? Well, to find out, let's do this quickly with a little 3D Mark test. Now, for some of you that don't know what 3D Mark is, 3D Mark is a company that does bench tests for computers. Well, recently they've been releasing some of their benchmarks for tablets and cell phones. And you can see how devices stack up against it. Now you can see that the iCore 7 Microsoft Surface Pro 3, which runs the same 3D Mark, has an awesome score of 54,000. Now with my device it hasn't quite gotten that high, but it has been getting some pretty good numbers, which is definitely on the higher mark. But with this particular Nvidia model, it runs a 192 core Kepler GPU, which is basically for the graphics processor. But as far as for the rest of it, it is definitely not running that for the CPU. It is running an A15 quad-core 2.2 ARM processor. But of course, if you are into gaming, the GPU is the one thing that you want to pay attention to. So that is what I say here with that one. Now, let's go ahead and run the test and we'll see how well she go. Of course, this is going to be a 3D demo, so let's go ahead and take a listen and watch how this goes. Take a listen, take a lookie, and watch how this goes. And there you have it, the lovely little 3D demo that they do, the tech demos that 3D Mark is very well famously known for. That's one of them. Right now it's going to go through and it's going to try and overtax the GPU on the tablet. This is what they call the giant workloads, or batch tests. I think what they do is they try to load all the frames at one time on the GPU just by shoving it, making it render all this stuff into one, which is pretty cool. It's awesome. It's doing real-time rendering, so that is one thing that you can do to tax the GPU and all that. Now, usually these scores are based on how much it can do per second, or how many processes it can do per second. So that is where you are going to get your performance numbers. Now let's see how well this does. This one is doing 540 frames at 720p. So yeah, and here we go. The result details. Definitely a little bit slower than my last few tests, but that's probably because I'm outputting it using the HDMI. But not too bad. It's still a pretty high score. It definitely beats out a lot of stuff all at one time. So yeah, it's good. 41 people. Let's push that share button, see what happens. Never mind, whatever. And that's that one. Now, there is a definitive software that people use for Android and all that stuff, so we can do the Antutu benchmark, as people like the Antutu, unless it doesn't like being, oh no, there it goes. We'll do the Antutu one because people base this as being the one that is for doing this kind of stuff. Let's see, we're going to clean out, so make it, oh, never mind, screw it, whatever. Let's just run a test and we'll see how this one runs. Now that's a score I got recently, I think it was yesterday, to try it out with their latest update. So let's run it and see how well it goes with HDMI being used. So we're going to test all this. It even tests HTML5, which is actually pretty interesting because that is one little thing that you probably don't think of when it comes to testing on any multimedia device, mostly because of the fact that HTML5 is something that has to run inside of a browser on a tablet. And if you're looking at certain things that are not, what's a nice way of saying, optimized for a mobile device, which is the reason why people are switching to HTML5, you can run into a lot of issues. I know the original Surface HTML5 on YouTube is just absolutely god-awful. Glitches everywhere, their banners pop up over the video, but they blink. It's so bad. I haven't noticed any HTML5 issues on here. Then again, it does give me the Chrome mobile browser, so that could cause a few things. Of course, this is not as visually pleasing as the 3D Mark one until later on. It does all these floating point tests on the chip first, mostly the CPU, because the CPU is probably what you're going to use most often, unless you bought this to game on. So it is one of those things where you have to play to your advantages and disadvantages. Now, there are pros and cons to this, and I'll go over them in just a little bit, but the big one that I like about this tablet is it's a powerful tablet, 16 gigabytes of onboard space. It does come with the SD card slot, which they did not say is available on the website, but whatever. It is there. It does come with one. This little itty bitty blank space here is actually for an SD card for their later model, the 32 gig model, but I have the slot there, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the SIM card slot there. But yeah, there's a 16 gig model and there's a 32 gig model. The benefit I see out of these is the fact that it is a $300 tablet that's really good, that has front-facing speakers. And there aren't a lot of tablets that are doing front-facing speakers. They still have the real crappy on-the-back speakers, but this one on the front, there are speakers on the front, also with a 5 megapixel camera up front and on the back. No flash, which is good. Also, another cool thing is right here, I'm not going to pull it out now because it's going to piss off the test, but is a stylus. And the stylus works pretty well. It comes with an angled head, so it acts more like an actual pen than it would, say, the Note 3, which is pretty cool. The only thing I did not like is it doesn't come with replaceable nubs. The Note 3 comes with replaceable nubs for the pen, but this one, it does not. I say nubs like it's something weird, but it's just replaceable pen heads, I guess you could say. Now, in this test, well, in the 3D Mark test, it was running at about 60 frames per second. In this particular one, it is really only going at about, maxing out at about 50, but it's really running an average of about 40 frames. So it's not, this one is definitely a little bit more taxing on the CPU or the GPU, but this 192 core K1 or whatever the hell it's called is absolutely freaking awesome. The Tegra K1, and there you go. Actually, that's not a bad score considering I'm using the HDMI output, so because it is doing the screen and the output at the same time, so it's not too bad. But a pretty good score. I mean, my Note 3 did a pretty good job. It got around the 40,000 range, so it's not bad. It's a good setup on this little bad boy here. But that's, of course, if all you care about is scores. Now, a few things that it does come with is this Nvidia Shield Hub, where it tells you a lot of news. You can get Android games. Well, it'll direct you to Android games that you can actually buy. There it is, the shop. So all of these are games that are designed to work well with this tablet as well as the controller. So that's a pretty cool feature. A lot of free games in here. Maybe when I pick up the controller, I'll do a lot more of this. The Portal, as if I read it in the reviews correctly, the Portal game only has a few levels, so be wary of that when you buy that one for $10, because it doesn't have all the levels. Didn't hear anything about Half-Life 2, but I believe they did the whole game on that one. The Walking Dead, of course, has already been available on Android for a while now, so you guys probably know of it, but they've optimized it for this tablet. Check out the shop some more. You can also do the same thing with Game Stream. Now, I'm not going to do it because I need to actually have a 600 version of the Nvidia video card, and I only have a 560, which is still pretty good, but I guess not good enough for the Game Stream. But, you know, I can get that later. And, of course, it goes through all your media apps as well, so you can actually... It's a one-stop launcher kind of a thing with the Nvidia Shield Hub thing. Now, we're going to show off the lovely pen here. When I pull it out, as you can see, it busts out a little direct stylus launcher. Of course, you have Write, Just Write, and Evernote. You can also add a few things if you want to. But the big one that a lot of people are starting to like is the Nvidia Dabbler. Now, I'm going to hold this up here like this so some of you can see. Maybe we'll point the camera down. How about this? Oh, look at them sexy nips. Okay. I forgot I did that with my finger. Anyway, if you take a look at the pen here, it has... I guess I'll zoom it back out here, right here. How about that? That'll work. If you take a look at it, the pen nub is a little different in shape. I wonder if I could just get it to macro right here. Macro, a little closer. Okay. A little bit out. There we go. The pen is a little bit different in shape. It does have edges, a little different from the Note 3, where... Where's my note? If you take a look at the Note 3, the pen here is just a little stick. So... I'll hold it like this. How about like this? There you go. So the Note 3 is just one little nip there, while the Nvidia tablet nip is a bit... Oh, that's the wrong pen. Is a little better. Now, what this does for you is if you take a look at the screen as I draw, this is the edge, and then you can slide it around and it gets a little fatter. Now, I am no artiste at all, but it makes it pretty cool for a little pen effect. Makes it a little more fun as well. So, yeah. I like that. Thumbs up. D. There you go. Thumbs up, baby. Oh, yeah. Alright, so... always a pain in the ass to get out of that, though. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the games that came installed. Actually, there was only one game that came installed on here. And that's Trine 2. I played through a little bit of this. I will say it, though. It is a major pain in the ass to play a game on this tablet because it is an 8-inch screen. You definitely want to get yourself the controller because Yeah, you can actually adjust the controller as well, get it so that you can make certain areas of the screen buttons. So, but it works out pretty well. Alright, so let's do this here. We are going to show off a little bit of the graphics here. I'm trying to. I never played Trine 1, so I'm a little lost on what the storyline is and its purpose. But let's just get into it here. First off, I'm gonna do one thing, because this is annoying the hell out of me, is get off of that. Much brighter. There we go. Alright. Resume game.
So the Trine had come for the heroes, and the adventure was ready to begin. Amadeus worried for his family,
This thing's got
while
some
Pontius
pretty
looked
good
forward to
conversation.
their new quest.
Looks and sounds
Zoya,
really cool.
of course,
Man, that makes my
imagined
face
what fabulous
really bright.
treasure they might find.
The screen is really bright though, if you set it all the way to its brightest. Shit. What was I doing? Let's see. We're gonna switch over to the chick. Get it. Nope, missed. Get it. That's a stone. Oh, well, I suck. Whee! I am so terrible at this. I guarantee this game would be a hell of a lot better if I had a controller. But, you know. Oh shit! Ow! The ditch! What the fuck? That's messed up. Let's switch over to Amadeus. Oh, look at that! It stayed. Ow, 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 ow! Okay, I killed Amadeus. My bad. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I killed her too. I am so bad at this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, if you can take a look at it, the graphics are definitely really good. I am liking it. So, it does do a good job. I got up there. Oh, shit! Ah! Damn it. It's definitely not easy to control without the controller. Yeah, yeah. Oh, how about that? Damn it! I got a little overzealous there on that one. Alright, let's go. You fucking rock. Back the other way. And go! Jump! You fucker! Alright. And go! What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh shit! Yeah! I made it! Alright. Oh shit. Okay, let's swing this one. Ow. Okay, switch. I'm so bad at this. What's up, Waterboy? Okay, I got everybody killed. Anyways, it looks pretty good. So far, not too bad. I really do think I'm probably going to need a controller for this game, but that is my lovely little review of the Nvidia Shield tablet. Now, what I can say about it is it's pretty good. It's pretty fast. The screen is definitely nice and bright, so it makes for really good viewing angles from pretty much any direction you hold it. The front-facing speakers are definitely nice. They're not the best speakers around, but they do the job very well, especially for most tablets and most phones that don't have front-facing speakers. It tends to get pretty shitty when you're trying to listen to stuff. But other than that, it's good. It does the job. It gets everything done. And yeah. So for $299, not a bad price. Of course, let me go ahead and read the specs off the side of this thing. So it does run the Nvidia Tegra K1 mobile processor, 192 core Kepler GPU, 8-inch full HD LCD screen, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigabytes onboard memory. Does of course Wi-Fi, MIMO, and Bluetooth 4.0, which is good. 5 megapixel front and back facing cameras, and of course a stylus included. Pros, definitely a good price for having a really good GPU. It does have HDMI output built onto it, as well as a lovely little feature called Twitch Share, which I could actually, I'm streaming on the Rebel Gaming channel now, but I could literally turn this on and it'll start broadcasting to my other channel as well, all at the same time. So it does do a good job. Top right here, you can see it has the chat available. You can also play with the layout if you'd like. So we'll just adjust the layout, and that's the camera there. Make it bigger or smaller. Of course, come back to the beginning here. Yep, that's not what I want. Get off the screen. Get off the screen. Yeah, change quality. Just go low. Low. Okay, cool. Back to settings. Why do you keep going there? Anyway, and we'll turn the Twitch back on. Turn the Twitch back on. Broadcast, so we can show it off a little bit as I piss off Twitch on my computer at the same time. Settings, share, and you can turn on the camera as well. So it'll use the front-facing camera. Picture in picture, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll turn this off before I start pissing off my internet. Stop. But yeah, it does a good job. Everything works out pretty well on it. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and pick yourselves up one, I got mine off of Amazon. It is available for purchase from Nvidia's website as well. Cons, I would say, is if you want to game on here, it is definitely meant for the controller. So if you're looking for a gaming tablet, it'll do the job, but you better be ready to spend the extra $60 for the controller. Other cons, so far, every once in a while, if I leave it down for a good amount of time, the Wi-Fi doesn't stay connected. So I did play with the settings. I think that might have fixed it. The where was it? The Wi-Fi settings. I turned off the optimization. This way, it stopped optimizing, because what do I care? I'm probably gonna have it plugged in most of the time anyway. And that's about it, really. I mean, not having a Shield tablet controller is major, but the cool part is if you do pick up one, you can actually pick up 4, and it'll actually use 4 controllers on the screen, depending on the game that you're playing, of course. But there are games that are going to come out that support all 4 controllers if you want to do it that way. So yeah, of course, you also have the Nvidia Shield stream capability to play games off your PC, so that'll also help out with the 4 controller functions. But yeah, that's my review of the Nvidia Shield tablet. If you guys want to know more, check out the Rebel Gaming page. Of course, follow it, subscribe, and yeah, follow us on YouTube and Twitters and all that stuff. And I'll see you all later. Peace out, man.